ERhymesSports and the hizzy. I'm telling you, wow, so much. Lamar Jackson, 45-6, 5 touchdowns. He is the truth. The black quarterback has taken over the league. It's him or Russell Wilson as the MVP. We're going to talk about the college football playoff, what my top 4 is. Should we put Bama in there, Georgia, Clemson, Ohio State, LSU? I'm going to give it to you. NBA, Joel Embiid, 0 points. Brett Brown needs to go. Oh, by the way, the Cowboys need to fire Jason Garrett. Been saying that for years, okay? Told you that the other day, Lincoln Riley, David Shaw. The Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 50 points. What? LeBron, 25 and 11. What? All right, let's get into it. And we'll do my power rankings, NFL top 10, and Thanksgiving Day predictions on the show. ERhymesSports, don't you know? With the flow. Yes, a bad bro. Storms coming all over. Yeah, it's a sign. Stay righteous. Stay woke. ERhymesSports. Steelers, Devlin Hodges is starting. Like I said he should. Mason Rudolph is not the answer. ERhymesSports in the building, yo. The Thanksgiving flow, I'm a bad bro. Others don't know, that's how it go. NYC, MV, MD, MC, DC, TB, AZ, it's E. What? So college hoops, it starts to pick up around now and Christmas. So you got Duke, Louisville, Michigan State, Kansas, Maryland, North Carolina, Virginia. Those are the top teams. And that's what it'll come down to usually at the end, those top 6 or 7. We shall see. But let's get to some more college football talk. Lamar Jackson last night. Woo! Man, Lamar was just... It was just a performance for the ages, okay? Let's get to it. Before we get to the college football playoff, TNF, I'll get to my rankings, my power rankings. But Thursday, Turkey Day, the Bears get it done against the Lions, whether it's Jeff Driscoll or Matthew Stafford. We're talking about the spread, the line. I think Mitchell Trubisky has got to run more. He's got to have more passes to the tight end Burton, get it, quick to Gabriel and Montgomery out of the backfield, Tariq Cohen more, and they can pull it out with their defense. So I'm going to take the Bears. They'll cover. They'll win 24-20 on Turkey Day. Marvin Jones will get busy too for fantasy football. The Bills coming into the Cowboys, who should have already fired Jason Garrett with all this talent or whatever. Yeah, they're still in the playoffs as of today because of the Rams losing, but it's a mess. It's a mess, and it's Jerry's fault. So, what will happen? Josh Allen and them, they really can't score that much. Dallas at home, back against the wall. You see that over-under. You see Dallas is favored. That's way too much, by the way. They're not going to win by 6.5. But I will take the Cowboys to win, so I'm going with the Bills with the spread. I think the Cowboys win a pretty entertaining game. 26-24. Turkey Day, John Brown. This for fantasy football. I would, maybe Witten, Zeke, and Cooper. He's going to catch some balls against Tre'Davious White. You got to believe that. They're not going to stay in that situation being so abused. Man. Okay. So the playoff picture and the rankings. I'm telling you right now, I have the Ravens 1, 49ers 2, Patriots 3. Then you're going down to the Saints 4, Seahawks 5. Okay, so Ravens, Niners, Patriots, top 3. Saints 4, Seahawks 5. Packers 6. Anybody else in the AFC worthy? Packers 6. The Bills definitely belong in there. I think Vikings 7. All right. Bills 8. Chiefs 9. Texans 10. Only because Cowboys, I'm not sure how they're doing it, and then the Steelers, Devlin Hodges, they're back in the playoffs though. So you basically see the NFC playoffs. It's pretty much set. I think the Rams are done. The Cowboys would get the division. So that means the Vikings would be the 6th seed and the Seahawks would be the 5th seed. Okay. When you get back to the AFC, playoff picture, it's are we going to New England, or are we gonna go to Baltimore? Right now, it looks like we're going to New England, but anything can happen. So the Bills would be the 5th seed, the Steelers the 6th seed, Patriots 1, Ravens 2, Texans 3. They could probably hold on to that. Chiefs 4. Now the Raiders, they got a shot. They still play Kansas City, and the Colts still can beat the Texans, and both of them could still beat out the Steelers for the 6th seed for the wild card. But I'm banking on the Steelers defense. Juju will get back. They'll get healthy. You got to believe. I don't know if the Raiders are going to beat Kansas City. And I think that Jets kind of exposed the Raiders a little bit. If you stop the run, Derek Carr don't got much for you. So, let's be honest, man. The MVP is Lamar, Russell, McCaffrey, and Michael Thomas. I'll say Michael Thomas over McCaffrey because he might break Marvin Harrison's record for receptions. He might get 150 receptions, folks. I think the record's 143. Now tonight, college football playoff. It's simple. It's LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia. I agree with the AP poll. I would have Bama 6. I would actually have Oklahoma ahead of Utah. Bama 5, Oklahoma 6, Utah 7. Let's see where they put Minnesota. I think Florida, they deserve to be 8. Minnesota 9. Michigan 10. I don't know if Oregon will drop that far. Arizona State's pretty decent. And Auburn, I think Auburn will be higher than 16. I think they want to give Bama help. Auburn should be like 15 or 14. But anyway, the main thing is, look, Bama still has a shot to get in. Utah still can lose a game. They could lose the Pac-12. I think at the end of the day, if Georgia loses to LSU, Oklahoma will go in over Bama. If they win out, Oklahoma and Jalen Hurts will be the 4th seed. That would be more intriguing. Oklahoma, LSU, Clemson, Ohio State. That's your Final 4. Let's see what happens in the next 2 weeks. We'll see what Bama and Iron Ball. I think, Mac Jones will get it done. They'll do their thing. I think Ohio State will edge Michigan. We'll talk about that later. But that's it. I told you about the NBA. Joel Embiid, he's got to get it together. I think the Celtics and Bucks are really looking good. Toronto's looking better than people thought, but I thought they'd be tough. And, in the West, it's LeBron all day. The MVP race is LeBron, Giannis, Harden, and Luka, the Don Luka. with that roster, if he could even get them to the playoffs, that's impressive. And Luka is definitely he's going to be first team All NBA. You know, it's going to be Davis, LeBron, Giannis, Harden, and Luka, first team. I mean, let's just keep it real. That's where we're headed. Okay? So ERhymesSports in the building. Enjoy your turkey. Look for the Bears and Cowboys to win. Get ready for some good hoops. NBA, college basketball is coming up. And proud of my Steelers and Jets. Thank goodness Tomlin woke up, put in Devlin Hodges. Mason Rudolph should be released. We need to try to get in there and draft Tua if he drops to us, trade and move up to get a first-round pick since we got Minka Fitzpatrick, who's totally worth it. I was wrong. I couldn't say when I'm wrong. I am an evolved human being. I can admit to being wrong. And, yeah. And the Atlanta Braves in baseball free agency are making a lot of moves. Yasmani Granali or whatever, he went to the White Sox. So we'll see what happens, you know. The Yankees can try to get a picture. Don't wait. Go get Garrett Cole before the Angels get him. All right, ERhymesSports and the hizzy, getting busy. Yes, who busy? NFL's heating up. Fantasy football. Last week before the playoffs. My money league, I'm not going to make it. And my other two money leagues got messed up, but that's okay. Rest in peace to all the loved ones. My cousin Jay Robinson, my father-in-law Alan Williams, and my dear friend Sherry Jack. Eric Taylor sends a lot of love and prayers to all the families for Thanksgiving. Be safe with all these storms, America. God bless you. Peace. Gobble, gobble. It's really Thanksgiving. Let's keep it real. This country is Mexico and Native Americans' land. All right? Colorado, Texas, Arizona, Oregon. All Mexico. All right? Learn your history. Peace.